Good morning, guys. Welcome to our homestead. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Melissa, and we have just moved onto our homestead about a week and a half ago. So we had put up this greenhouse that I'm standing in right now, and I can leave a link up top if you'd like to see that video of us putting it together. But today, I thought I'd bring you along. I wanted to start some frost hardy seeds today. I'm a little late on starting them, but like I said, we just got down to our homestead, so we had a lot of traveling going on. But I figured now is the time. It's kind of a cold and raw day outside, but it's pretty nice in here. So I figure I can get those seeds going. And today I plan on starting some kale, some onions, some celery. I'm going to hold off on my lettuces because those come up really fast and I want to wait for those. Also, the other thing that I plan on starting is some herbs. So let's get all that together and let's get going. You guys can see this bucket here. One of the first things that I need to do is actually fill my cells with my soil. So I'm just going to get that in there. Alright, there you guys can see a little bit better. So one of the things that I did learn since I've been doing this is that you can't just put your soil in there. Should tap it down to make sure that the cell is filled all the way into the bottom. So usually I'll just pick up once I pack all the soil in here, and then I'll pick up the tray itself and tap it on the table a couple times. That usually helps and works. Okay, now that we have these on the table, I'm just going to do a couple little taps. Make sure that all the soil is packed in there pretty well. Alright. If there's any bigger sticks, I usually pull those out. So there we go. So like I said, this has been only a week and a half and on our homestead, so it did feel, I need to get a chair. Hold on one second, guys. Alright, much better. There we go. So as I said before, it was about a week and a half that we got onto our homestead. And at first, oh, I think we have a delivery. Hold on one second. I'll be right back with you. Alright, I am back. That was our lawnmower delivery. Always good with all that new grass that we have. We don't have any animals yet, so we're going to have to mow it. And that's good because we need our grass clippings so that we can keep our compost pile going. Alright, so what was I talking about? I was saying that being here for a week and a half seemed a little daunting at first, but now that I've been here and we've become acclimated to the rainy season and the climate, and our neighbors are super nice. Everybody's very helpful. I just feel a little bit more comforted being here now. Although I do miss family, that's something that is never going to change. So with that being said, I have a lot of work to get done. And I am going to start out with kale today. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's Russian red, or they call it ragged jack. This is actually a free seed that I had gotten from Baker Creek. So we're going to try those. All right, let's see what we have here. Stand up a little bit to do this. So I am just putting the seeds in ever so gently, because these are tiny seeds, and then I'm just going to press them into the soil. It seems to work good for me, and covering it up versus poking a hole in the soil, because sometimes I feel that the seed gets depressed too much when you're poking a hole, unless it needs to be sowed more than a ½ inch. But for these seeds, they're 1/4 inch, and I find it easier just to put them in and press them down. Alright, let's get those back in there. Okay, I pulled that one out because I don't want to get it confused with the rest of them. I'm doing 35, or approximately 35, so I think I'm going to stop at 30 because I have 24, and then that would be 30. I could go to 36, so I might do one more. But I want to make sure that I mark these before I put in the other kale. Alright guys, so somehow I lost audio on 2 of the clips here, but I wanted to let you know what I was planting. I am planting a kale dwarf blue curled, and that's the tray I'm working on right now. And then the next tray is going to be a regular kale blue curled scotch. On all of these kale seeds, I pretty much have used the same method. I just push the seeds into the soil because they're all 1/4 inch in depth, and then I just cover them over lightly, and that seems to work pretty well. Batch of seeds that I'm going to start today is going to be some chamomile. So I have some Lottie Land chamomile. Not sure exactly how to pronounce that, but this one is pretty easy. It's German chamomile. This one I got from a seed swap that we participated in. So I never really knew who the person was that sent the chamomile, but if you're watching, thank you for the chamomile. We're going to try growing those seeds. I believe that there's 6 or 8 in here. So let's see if I can even open the package. to start at this end over here and get my chamomile seed in there. There may only be 6 of these. I said 8, but I think there's only 6 seeds in that pack. So we're just going to do this one tray with the 6 seeds. Alright. Now I've never really grown chamomile before, so this is going to be interesting to see if it even comes up. But I know that I really like chamomile. I like tea, and I know that you can use it for other medicinal properties, but I'm not really sure exactly what those properties are. So right now we're going to go and plant, I think, let's see, we're probably going to take these out and do a 24 pack, because like I said earlier, we're going to sell some of these at the farmer's market, so I want to make sure that I have enough for myself and to sell also. Alright, so let's get these planted. And these seeds are super tiny. These are even smaller than the last ones. Okay, so now that I have those in the greenhouse, the last seed I'm going to start today is sage. And these are more of a container variety, but I'm going to start the seeds in the small cells so that I can up pot. And again, I want to be able to sell some of these at the farmer's market too. So this is a reason for starting so many. Okay, I don't know if I had mentioned earlier too, one of the things that I have learned is that when you are planting and you plan on bottom watering into your trays, you need to make sure that you actually put your cells in trays that don't have holes in them. Because the last time I wasn't paying attention and I put all of my cells into a tray that had holes in it, and when I went to water, of course, I lost all the water. So I had to just transfer everything. Not so much a big deal, but this was inside, so it kind of made a little bit of a mess all over my table. These seeds, sage, are a little bit bigger, so they're easier to plant. They're 1/4 of an inch deep, and these ones take about 10 to 20 days to germinate. So it's kind of one of the reasons why I'm starting these now, so that I can give them plenty of time to germinate and they'll be ready for when I want them. Alright. Alright, that looks like it's it for the sage. Put the extra seeds back. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to leave that at the end so that I know that this tray is sage. Alright, let's get these watered. And then we'll get them in the little greenhouse. And I think that's going to do it for me today. I know I have a lot more to plant, but I also have other things that I need to accomplish today. But I wanted to thank you guys for spending the morning with me. And as always, remember that if you have a dream and you believe in that dream, you can live it too. Alright guys, have a good one. Bye.